out outside. I was distracted. Anyway, it's going to be Soulkey coming out for set number 2. And he's going to be playing... Oh, is it a ZVZ? Are you serious? Come on, stop with the mirror matchups. Anyway, Soulkey is playing a ZVZ against none other than the illustrious, the magnificent... Okay, I don't know who this guy is. Hero! It's Hero Join! Yeah. He hasn't played enough games for me to recognize him. Ah, friggin' Hero Join. Alright, so, Soulkey, by the way, I believe in the OSL... in his OSL group, he's got only Zergs, is that right? So he's probably had a lot of ZVZ practice. Hero Join, on the other hand, is a pretty cheesy guy. He loves to like 9-hatch Ling all in ZVZ. He did it once last season, or no, he did it twice last season in the playoffs, and he's already done it once this season against some other Zergs. So I don't know. I'm gonna predict a 9-hatch Ling all in from Hero Join. It's not Liquid Hero, by the way. It's not Liquid Hero. That'd be pretty funny though. Anyway. And unfortunately, Soulkey, well, not unfortunately, but I guess, you know, Soulkey is supposed to be like the best StarCraft 2 player of the Brood War players, so I'm sure some people might have been looking forward to him playing StarCraft 2, but he's a pretty awesome Brood War player as well. He's in fact Woongjin Star's ace player. I think he's also been invited to the MLG, like, top Brood War player invitational thingamajig. I don't know. I think he's invited to that, so he's pretty good. Alright, doing the commentator spiel. Oh, we're getting started? Come on. Yeah, sweet. Wait, why is it? Oh shit, yeah, I got the score wrong. My bad, my bad, my bad. Alright, sweet. Senior fighting! Looks like we're on Sniper Ridge. Spawning at the top right is the brown Zerg. We will have Neo G Soulkey. I always love that tag, that Neo G tag. And they listed with their tag on Wikipedia as well, or in TLPD rather, I think. Neo G Sayle. Yeah. Anyway, there's Hero at the bottom right as the red Zerg. He's gonna have the scouting advantage here. He's scouting in the correct direction with his Overlord, just because of the way the map the way the spawns work. You always scout towards the closest natural, and so spawning locations mean that it's going to favor Hero slightly. Rowan Lee. By the way, that Overlord scouting pattern makes me think that he's actually not going to go for the 9-hatch Ling all in, even though that's what I predicted before the game. In previous times where he's 9-hatched, he sent his Overlord to the middle of the map to avoid Overlords crossing paths in the middle and him revealing his position too early. So I feel like he's going to play a little bit more of a standard game here. But we shall see. Wish I could read these signs. One day, perhaps, one day. Actually, no. I'm far too lazy to bother learning Korean. Are those glasses real? Oh my god, those glasses, did they not look like they're like some cardboard prop glass or something? Those are some seriously thick rims. There was like more rim than glass in those glasses. What the? That's pretty awesome anyway. This is gonna be overpool for Hero. And for Soulkey as well. Looks like both going for overpool. And the second Overlord gonna cross paths here with the first Overlord of Hero Join, so they are gonna know where each other's spawns are. And Hero Join's also gonna know from this Overlord that it's not a 9-pull, so he's gonna, well, he's not gonna be happy about that, because if it was a 9-pull he'd have the build order advantage. But Soulkey still has no indication of what his opponent's doing. Alright, looks like it's gonna be expansion from both players actually. Nice, nice. So yeah, basically mirror build so far. And wait, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say, but I mean, it's basically going to come down to like the micro decision making. We could see some fancy Ling backstabs that decide the game. I feel like these positions, you know, so the early Overlord scouting pattern meant that it was good for Hero, but I think going into the mid and late game, it might be a little bit better for Soulkey because like the natural expansion is facing Soulkey's base, so it's easier for him to harass that natural, I guess. But you know, with the mobility of Muta on Muta battles, it doesn't really make as much of a difference. Like if this was PvP or even like a TVT or some other matchup, I think it would make a difference. But in this case, not so much. Looks like Lair's on the way for both players. The thing that does make a difference is the fact that Hero scouted his opponent much earlier, so even though they're doing the same builds, Hero could have taken some risks and made some small adjustments like make an extra drone rather than a pair of Zerglings, whereas because Soulkey was playing blind, he had to be a little bit safer. Like for all he knows, his opponent could have gone for like a 9-pool. And if there's any background noise, sorry about that, it's another loud truck driving by outside. Ah, curse those damn garbage trucks for keeping the place clean. Anyway, it's like one Ling just checking things out here. Let's see what's going on. Soulkey making more and more Zerglings. I wonder if he's going to go for an attack. I don't think it'll work though, because the Overlord sees how many Lings he's making. And that's the thing about ZVZ, you can't, it's difficult to like make a bunch of Lings and just go and attack because you know, the Overlords get free scouting for so long. It's not like in StarCraft 2 where, you know, once your pool is done, you just get a queen and the Overlord can't scout your main anymore. These Overlords can stay in each other's bases basically until like mutas come out. So, you know, as soon as you see your opponent making Zerglings, you just make Zerglings of your own and you just keep pace and you just use Defender's Advantage and you'll be fine. Speedlings are also not as ridiculously fast as they are in StarCraft 2, so you have a little bit more time to react. Man, Speedlings on creep in SE2 are so fast. So fast. I actually want to see like a race between a Speed Vulture from Brood War and a Speedling on creep from SE2. That'd be really cool. We should have like drag racing between Lings and Vultures. That'd be awesome. Anyway. Looks like both players actually being pretty defensive with their Zerglings. They're both making a lot of Lings though. Look at that, nice little line of Lings there on the high ground. And looks like Soulkey's actually leaving them kind of a little bit back on the low ground. I'm not sure why. I think it's because there's that little ramp thingy, like there's been a modification to this map compared to last season where there's actually a second ramp going into your third. So you can actually run around this little thing, and yeah, it looks like, I think Soulkey's actually going to use that right now. Look at this. He's going to run right around the ridge and go in from the low ground. I think this is exactly why he was keeping his own Zerglings back, because he didn't want Hero to do that to him. And actually, he's also going to see the huge Zergling swell from Hero, so he's going to know he's going to need to make more Zerglings. He might need a sunken colony, in fact. He's going to have to pull drones. Yep, he sees the huge attack coming. He's pulled a few drones here, but I don't know if it's going to be in time. He has very little time to react to this. He's not making a sunken colony. He's just going to try and do it with Zerglings alone and a good concave. He is getting a pretty good concave here with his Lings. Not all of Hero's Lings rather are in the fight, but is it going to be enough? So many Lings swarming in here. He's trying to get a better position. The drones are helping out, and I think Soulkey will be okay here. Although it looks like no, his concave got messed up there for a second. But with the drones there, it is going to be enough, and that is not good for Hero Joy, having invested all those larvae and all those minerals into the Zerglings. Oh, he's even going to get a few picked off here on the retreat. Wow, really clutch hold there. Man, I think if Soulkey actually hadn't sent those two Lings around the side, he probably would have just lost to that attack. But now, as it stands, always got to be careful not to be overly aggressive with these Zerglings. The first Mutalisk and a couple of Scourge now out for Soulkey. What about for Hero? Looks like Hero's got his own Muta out, but oh, he might lose his Zergling. He loses his Zergling to two Lings. Nice snipe by Soulkey. Man, this is like one of the I don't know, what am I trying to say, pinnacles of top level ZVZ, just running these two Zerglings around, sniping a drone. Like, it's these kinds of small things that, you know, really distinguish you. You know, it's the kind of thing that like makes Jadong have ridiculous ZVZ. Because otherwise it's quite hard to, like, you know, really take an advantage or come back from behind, because ZVZ is just so low economy, so few drones, it's really hard to do things. But whoa! Taking two Scourge hits there. He doesn't lose a Muta, but he takes 2 hits on separate Muta. That means they're going to be very, very weak. Left with only 10 HP after getting those hits. What else was I going to say? I was going to say, oh yes, the second gas. The Observer was trying to Zerus was trying to show me something interesting. Soulkey has his second gas already. He took that quite a while ago, in fact, around the time when the Ling attack was happening. And Hero actually hasn't taken a second gas yet, so it's interesting because you can see like Soulkey seems to have a slightly more Scourge heavy composition, but that's going to be fine in these low numbers. Hero's going to have to micro this perfectly, and he's not really. He's taking more Scourge hits here, but Soulkey also taking some Scourge hits. Both players making small micro mistakes, but is it going to matter though? Soulkey on the defensive here is going to be able to tank some of those Gladeworm bounces with the Overlord and the Larva and the Hatchery, and it looks like most of the Scourge, no, more Scourge coming in here for Hero. He actually missed an opportunity there, was not controlling his Scourge. I think he could have hit a couple more Muta. The Scourge just kind of flew in randomly, but it looks like Hero's going to back off. Soulkey's just going to chill. Soulkey actually up at 27 supply now against the 17 supply of Hero. Hero muttering to himself, and whoa, 5-kill Zergling! Did you guys see that? There was a 5-kill Zergling there. I don't know what those kills actually were. They might have just been Zerglings, but damn, that is a pretty baller Ling. I wonder if he actually did a Ling counter. I wonder if Soulkey did a Ling counter attack and we just missed it. And by we, I mean the observer missed it. Anyways, making more Mutas, making more Lings, staying well ahead in the supply. 35 against 26. I mean, a 9 supply difference. Usually it doesn't sound like much, but they only have like 30 something supply anyway. So, I mean, Hero is in pretty bad shape. He's going to have to do something miraculous to come back, do some sick Muta Micro, maybe do a Ling counterattack, snipe some of Soulkey's drones. He's going to have to do it soon, though, because otherwise he's going to fall further and further behind. I don't think he can just sit back here and relax, and it looks like he's trying to send his Scourge out individually and get some Muta snipes here, but I don't think that's going to work, and it looks like we might have a big engagement here. The last engagement looks like Soulkey doing some nice anti-Scourge Micro, hasn't taken a Scourge hit just yet. And looks like he's trying to chase down these Mutas now. Oh, he actually went in with the Lings. He actually sniped the drone with some Lings there with the natural. I was wondering where those Mutas going. And oh, we might have the final engagement here finally. And here we go, Muta on Muta action. It looks like Hero's the one trying to do some more microing. More Lings coming in from the bottom. I do like this dual pronged attack. And oh, it's not even close. GG from Hero. Soulkey taking it down, evening up the series 1-1. We will have a third Brood War game to decide who takes the Brood War series. The Brood War best of 3. Man, nice ZVZ from Soulkey. I mean, I'm sure, as I said, he's been practicing that a lot for his OSL group as well. So yeah, and look at that. No ceremony. He looks very calm. Just a day at the office as usual.